Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Didn't actually activate my mic the first time I decided to start talking, which is always a good sign. But either way, we are going right into this one. It's going to be 3D Max versus Tempo Storm for the final spot in the next stage coming out of Group B. Of course, we did see 3D Max manage to win yesterday and eliminate Namiga. Tempo Storm actually lost to Fours, which was quite a surprise. Now, I'm hoping... Nope. Okay. Odds just don't like showing up on this. Wonder if I... give it a little reboot. Are we going to see anything pop up, or is it nah? We don't need the odds either way. It is going to be. I imagine Tempo Storm favored into this one. That would be my guess at least. But yeah, ultimately yesterday wasn't particularly impressed. They definitely looked underwhelming, and well, after what was such a good performance versus 3D Max the day before, I was expecting much more of them versus Fours. But yeah, it seems like they've definitely come under some troubles. RPK really not stepping up to the mark, and although we saw some decent plays out from Fox, it just wasn't quite enough for them to actually take things over the line. So definitely going to be looking for a step up today. We've seen them play Mirage every single time. It will be the second map in the series. Of course, the first, as you can see, is going to be Cash, and the third, I'm definitely not tabbing out to check. It's actually going to be Inferno, another map that we actually saw them play yesterday, and again, actually did have some troubles. So gonna be looking to see if Tempo Storm can step up. Obviously, they've already beaten 3D Max once in this tournament. Gonna get to see if they will be able to do it again, or if 3D Max will get their revenge. And that is normally the sort of thing that you can say about teams, is when they do get a second shot at fighting things back, at having another go, we can see a change. Well, the first change is, rather than picking Dust 2, we've actually seen them go for the choice of Cash. CT side start will be in for Tempo Storm. And, well, you can pretty much see from the map at the moment that there's pretty much a divide all the way across. There's like a more retake strategy over towards that A side. They do have a kit and a smoke for the retake ready. Remaining players with the Kevlar, but it is just going to be a freebie plant, at least for 3D Max, if they just go walking into this site. Surprised we're not seeing a little bit of aggression over towards that B site at least, so that they can spot to try and see if there is going to be anything on the other side. But ultimately, it is just a very slow round. T's playing patiently, waiting. They do have the smoke for the cross, which I imagine will give them the chance to just get across, and, well, they don't even need it, to be honest. It is going to be a simple plant for 3D Max, and, well, Fox will now spot all the information that is necessary. The retake can begin. He's going to be dinked up. Finally, some damage actually done this round. CT side, I'm going to come rotating, of course. A lot easier said than done, where there's still every single player surviving, and it's not one of the sort of later rounds. You don't have that much utility to play with. In fact, nothing. Nice shot from HS. We'll be able to get one, and a second as well. He's going to be ready and waiting to push back in, looking for a little bit more. Happy's there alongside Fox, who can't quite connect. He needs this kill quickly, and instead it is left onto RPK. An attempt to clutch things in the pistols, but Lucky will close it down with a triple kill, and it is going to be 3D Max able to take the pistol round in the end. Not quite enough in that retake. However, well, it is worth noting that they have gone for a very risky buy. The French side, more than happy to put their stock in SMGs, and we'll see if that actually does come to bite them. Hell of a lot of utility. They do seem to be a team that has a decent amount of setups, been putting in a lot of practice, I think that's clear. And, well, the player's ready to stop them. HS, who has actually managed to get himself an SMG, doesn't have any head armor, though, and versus, well, all the other SMGs on the other side, he is going to be very vulnerable indeed. Bush will be making its way onto the site. He's going to be cleared out by the Incendiary. Ready. There are going to be multiple players ready and waiting. Innocent will be there to kick things off. Maka looking to trade things back alongside his team. Do still have Innocent looking to try and sneak through the smoke, and he does get himself a first. Switches for a second. Doesn't last too long. Still a flank coming in from Happy as well, but David P is more than aware, and all that is left is RPK once again, the tank, trying to do the damage, but instead it is going to be a second round for 3D Max. Although they do have all those SMGs, they are successful. And while in this round, it is just going to be USPs, so it should be a fairly simplistic one. Mac are not even going to bother buying back up an SMG, so can just save all the cash necessary. Expect to see him purchase up an AWP fairly soon into this one. Lucky already going to be burning one down. Still a few players left on the side. They are pushing it into the stack. Maybe a chance for some damage, but by the looks of things, this is already all said and done. 3-0, not a player loss for 3D Max either, so they are going to be in a pretty good situation going into the next few buys. And I wonder how much of a bonus they're actually going to throw in. They've got themselves a couple of Mac 10s, an MP7. Now, Macca can buy up an AWP. Instead, he's actually going to be dropped an AK, and they're going to go for a fully fledged bonus. I am a big fan of this. Fact is, they will be able to buy fairly comfortably into the next round. In fact, even going to be able to grab an AWP. In fact, Macca making sure he has the cash. CT side going to try and take the initiative, though, in this round. Much more aggressive in their plays. No surprise to seeing Fox leading the charge. Definitely looking forward to getting that AWP on this CT side of cash. And actually, a double op setup alongside Happy on this map, I'd be more than happy to see. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was Cash CT side where we used to see Happy actually take the AWP off of Kenny S. Can't quite say I agree with that, but at least picking it up as a secondary, he's not a bad AWPer at all. And has had some pretty good games actually for Tempo Storm. And from what I've seen, which obviously isn't much because they've only played a couple of games, he was one of the more impressive of the players. The man who is on your screen at the moment, definitely not quite fitting into this roster just yet. Still early days. Anyway, 50 seconds left on the clock. Now the T start to utilize all of their grenades. Taking control of middle. Definitely looking like an A play here. And well, there's only one man around this area to defend it. So much aggression coming out from Fox that he may actually create a sort of misleading scenario. Look at the rotation. They think it's B. And it is working as a wonderful fake for the T side, just because the information from Fox has given some false info over to the other side. Bomb planted without any problems at all. And the CT side, I feel like they just have to try and save here. The problem is, there's still a couple of players waiting around to try and catch them out. The quick kill may actually give them some life in this round. But well, Macca has put it to bed. 4 kills already for him. Well, Happy, the only one left. Does manage to at least hold on to his rifle a little bit longer. Of course, this is a bonus round for the T's, so they can definitely afford to go hunting a little bit, but they're going to play it safe. Keep at least 2 players alive. Well, already we are going to have a pause called in. Early one from Tempo Storm. Don't mind that at all. Want to try and stop any momentum being built up by 3D Max. Obviously not overly surprised that they didn't pick Dust 2 once again after the way it went last time. I do feel like that there may have been a little bit of an oversight to how they normally play, as they did sort of lose a close map in overtime just before. And it's so demoralizing when a game like that goes down. Away in this round. Some small investments. See the loss bonus built up to 3,400 in the next round, so no problems with the buy. Fox will be getting that AWP if he so desires it. And Happy could actually pick up another one without any problems either, if that's what they want to bring in. Obviously, they have just had a little chat. Obviously, you've got to bear in mind, this is still early days for this team. The two players only joining, well, for the last couple of S3s. And actually, in fact, one of them, Innocent, was, well, one of the maps, Innocent wasn't even able to play. Here we go, though. T's already setting up for some aggression over towards the B side. And it's unfortunate. Every other round they've played heavier towards the A site, excluding the pistol. Or heavier towards the B site, sorry. And, yeah, this time they completely abandon it and the T's just go walking in. It's not very lucky. And one by one, they're just going to get absolutely destroyed. Not a single kill coming in. Just look at the bank already gathered up by this T side. They've had 2 flawless rounds and we're only 5 rounds in. And now we get the full buy. Fox on the AWP. I know there's a lot of people in the chat wanting to see this weapon out. And if you get Fox free win, that's what I've seen. We'll see. We'll see if he can pull off some heroics. As said, like some of the games yesterday, even the ones they lost, he was still able to put up the frags. Well, they're going to leave him as the lone defender of the B site. Nobody around that avenue just yet, though. HS looking to try and take the initiative himself. Go aggressive over towards Squeaky Door. It isn't going to find anything just yet. Happy. He's actually going to find the first kill, I believe. That was over the top of the boost. Lucky. He's already going to find one back though in return. Leaving alone to defend. He's had some rotations come in from Happy. They're still relying heavily on Fox to try and defend this B site. But the fact is 3D Max are very happy to play off these slow defaults. Again, they look like they're slowly falling in towards this A site. Innocent will have a lot to do. So they are going to rotate Happy further in towards the site. 25 seconds left on the clock, and he's going to try and buy at least some time for the remaining players to rotate in. Happy finds one, but now he is the only defender. 19 HP. He's going to try and make a play himself, and does catch one, and leaves the clock fairly low. There's a chance that RPK could win it if he just finds a kill here, and that's exactly what he does. It's left now onto just Lucky, and while Fox knows, okay, we've already won the round, I can just leave. Don't even need to fire a shot. But that's enough to win the round. 5-1, Tempo Storm. They do win it, but look how painful it is to their economy. One player surviving, and the T's, they've made so much cash over time that, well, this could be the straight reset. However, at least the AWP will be saved. Again, going to go for that early peek over towards the B site. Jax is going to be going, and he's gone. Not safe for work, clearly, as that was not shown by the magnificent director. Ready though. Oh, the pre-fire. Is that through the wall? Innocent's just been ruined. Again, a quick trade back, and this time the T's are picking up the pace. They've left RPK alone. Will manage to find himself one and a second as well. May be able to be the hero that's needed at the moment for Tempo Storm. David P also taking the fight in middle. And actually, the bomb's going to rotate away. David P does exactly what RPK does. And now Fox is left to try and clutch versus 2. The problem is, he is not on the right side of the map. He's soon to realize on the other side. He has turned it to the 1v1. Jinx versus Fox. Winner. Well, At least in the terms of the T's, if they can win this round, it is a complete reset. Can Fox save them? Looking to push back into the site. Is he going to check the angle for Jinx, who is just waiting on the other side? No, he's not. And it is a simplistic kill for Jinx in the end. 6-1. Reset onto the economy of Tempo Storm. And the fact is, well, other than Happy, I'd say they should force this. Happy could probably save some extra cash to make sure that when they do finally rebuy, there is an AWP in play. But fact is, in this scenario, they're already struggling. There we go. CZ's alongside the trifecta of Deagles. Already going to be gaining that opener. By the looks of it, again, they're just going to go for a faster play towards the B side. And every time Tempo Storm leave one of the sites open, that's the one that 3D Max seem to hit. Has not been going well for them so far. Well, it's not getting any better. Happy, other side of the map. Doesn't have really much hope left. Beam waiting around the corner, but the fact is the hunt comes in and not a point of damage done. Those 4-spot pistols do absolutely nothing. Will be 7-1 in favor of 3D Max. No money left for Tempo Storm in this round. They will get 2,400 into the next, and well, it seemed like Happy was actually saving money for the AWP, but that has quickly gone out the window. He's not going to bother anymore. Invest into a CZ, a smoke, and a flashbang. And I don't like that. In all honesty, either use it for utility into the next round or use it for that ult. Like, I don't see the point in the CZ here. Let's actually do some damage onto Jax. Leaves him low. GHS's found a kill as well. Not a round that 3D Max want to take too lightly, even though there is very little in play. While the CT side have decided late into this round, they are going to gamble on the B site. Leave Innocent here just to spot out any pushing towards A. Jax has been handed an AWP. In most rounds, I would agree with this. But in a round where there's pistols, I just don't feel like it's worth the risk of that being dropped on the floor. Like, I get that obviously it's better for him. He's less likely to die without hitting a shot, but the fact is you're going to come up against much more ludicrous plays when only pistols are on the other side. And if, he's shot by pretty much any gun, that AWP hits the deck. Doesn't seem like it's worth the risk, and I'm starting to think the Tempo Storm are genuinely the unluckiest team in the world. Every time they pick a site, it's wrong. Every time. This is unbelievable. That is unreal from 3D Max. And now they just get the reward of trying to take down these pistols. Still a chance for some damage. In fact, there's quite a lot of low players now, which isn't what you really want when you're the T's and you're trying to make moolah in this round. However, well, if you do that, it doesn't seem to matter. Maka, now 11-5, 12-2 for Jinx. And Jax may be a little bit further behind, but the fact is they're 8-1 up. I don't think they're going to be crying too much about that one. Either way, it's going to be buy back in for the CT side. So much money for 3D Max already. While Tempo Storm are just in desperate need of a round. Get back on the board, start building. This time they've abandoned mid completely. So it does look like they are going to Boosting happy through the vents. Quick trade early on. We'll lose one, and well, Jinx has just exploded out the door. HS will be there to take him down, but is left very low on HP. Now back into a 2 versus 2. This kill's going to be valuable, and it is. It's left all onto Maka. Still has control of the bomb, and his trusty AWP in hand. It's been pretty good so far. No utility left and no kit, so now the clock starts to play against this Tempo Storm side. Okay, how do you I don't want to be harsh, but how did you mess that jump up? Oh, God. They're just going to play this together. That may actually work out better for them because it is the AWP up against them. HS pretty low on HP, and already the first kill goes the way of Macri. Gets the second as well. Nothing going the way of Tempo Storm at the moment as Maka clutches out a crucial situation, and 3D Max continue their streak of rounds. Only one in the middle, and that was based off time. Stream snipe. Considering the stream's got a 2-minute delay on it, I'd be very impressed considering the rounds are 1:55, but hey, if they found a way to travel through time and stream snipe, then I think they deserve the victory, I'll be honest. Once again, CT side, they bet on B. And this time, the T's are actually going to B. They've got it right this time. They finally predicted where the terrorists are going to go, and it makes absolutely no difference whatsoever. 10-1, 3D Max are schooling Tempo Storm at the moment. And, wow. This is starting to get a little bit ridiculous. AWP again for Fox. It's been a while. Hasn't had the impact we'd hoped from him. Then again, nobody has. Been a very quiet game in general, and every time he peeks B, there's no one here. In fact, I think he's had enough of it. Gonna start going a little bit aggressive, try and find some information out for his team as the T's all set up. We're on the other side of the map. 3 players ready and waiting. HS looking like he's about to be pushed. He's got to be careful. He's just going to try and hide in the smoke. Manages to peek out from behind, but he will fall, and Innocent meets the same fate. Rotation quick from RPK, but it is the smoke down. And already, it's once again going to be a save. I think they need to start playing a rotational AWP, in all honesty. Switch it up. Try it somewhere else, because they just don't go anywhere near B whenever that AWP is in play. This is just silly. 11-1. 4 players surviving for 3D Max. 4 of them not taking any damage at all. Maybe the bomb will do a little bit. Not that that matters in any sense. Well, CT side might as well go for it here. They can drop 2 weapons. One of the remaining players can buy themselves Kevlar and a rifle. Are they actually going to save here? That's surprising. I feel like you're far enough down on a map that, well, I feel like it is a bit T-sided, but it is not to this extent. And considering a lot of what I've seen from Tempo Storm, actually a lot of their T-sides have been lackluster. Either way, Mac up. No, the built-in delay has actually been turned off. So that there can be live odds for the matches. So there is no GoTV delay, but there is a stream delay. So it is only about 2 minutes, don't worry. There's not a 5-minute delay. Either way, very aggressive play from the CT side, who, although they haven't got any kills, they have managed to find themselves the bomb. They have been spotted, though. Maka doesn't expect RPK to be there as well, and this has now turned into a 3v3 with the CT side holding onto the bomb. However, that advantage quickly dwindles. RPK is going to have a lot to do. Happy does rotate in with the AWP to try and help out. Got to be careful, though, because he is being wrapped as well. David P flanking the flanker. Remaining 2 players going to push onto RPK. He does manage to get himself the first, almost the second, but almost doesn't win anything. But with 25 seconds left, Happy needs to do something here. They're looking to try and just take him down instead of retrieve the bomb, and it comes down to the 1v1. But the fact is, that was all scripted for 3D Max. They had the trade ready and waiting. And while at this point, we can't really talk about the amount of damage that the CTs have done, because it really doesn't matter, does it? It really does not matter at all. 3D Max are ballers. Once again, after a close round from the force fight, CT side do have enough money to purchase once again, and they do actually rotate the AWP away, and this time they actually go B. This is just unbelievable. Still in the vent is RPK at least. He's going to have to do something very impressive indeed, and he's actually going to get dunked out of there. The T's are just reading everything perfectly at the moment. 2 entry kills. Again, no damage. Not a point. They are all healthy. They've gone to the doctor. They've had the full physical done, and they are fine. And they're even going to just go for a little bit of style points, running boost. 3D Max look like they're enjoying themselves. And considering the next map actually went to OT the first time they played it, Tempo Storm have got to be feeling a little bit worried about the way the cash is currently going. Either way, T's not worried at all about hunting for these weapons. Happy will pad his stats a minute amount, but actually going down afterwards, not really worth it. As said, for the T's, those weapons are just, well, nothing. They can buy them again. They could each buy an auto sniper if they wanted to. In fact, some of the players could buy 2. Wait, will be pretty much a full buy. Happy has to be down to a FAMAS, but other than that, not really anything to write home about. However, it doesn't seem to make a difference. 13-1. He's just looking to put the icing on the cake. Tempo just basically trying to make it so that if they lose the pistol, they actually get a chance to go for a buy round. And, well, it doesn't look like that's happening anytime soon. Already, Innocent is going to go for an aggressive peek and goes down with no return. Try and take some aggression themselves, but mid control has been lost. Okay, still just going to be waiting towards those vents. 30 seconds left. They're going to go for that execution. The fact is, the bomb's still not really dedicated to either side. It is going to have to be A in the end. But they're just taking every single fight and winning them. Not, again, barely any damage done. 19 HP with 1 player alive. RPK. Well, good thing he's got that visor on. Let's just put it that way. Can we see the tears rolling down his face? All his comrades are dead. He's on the wrong side of the map. They even know where he is. Jax is going to hear the footsteps. Oh, there we go. Can we get a third person ace from RPK? No, we can't. He'll get one. 14 and 1. 14 and 1. Lovely little bit of music here from Counter-Strike, but hey. What does it matter at this point? Absolutely obliterated. I don't think it matters if the odds are working for map 1 at this point, because realistically, they're screwed. Like, if they bring this back, I will be so surprised. I'm not going to do a Vince and put any sort of bet on it, because I don't want to have to eat anything I don't want to eat, but 3D Max would have to do something unbelievable to lose this one. Deagle for happy in the pistol round. He's going to try and go for that mid-heroics. We've seen him do work with the Blaze in the past. Well, he's not going to do it this time. Will, however, fall into the hands of another player, I imagine. Of course, CT side pistol win pretty much guarantees the victory. It's definitely a turnaround from what we saw the other day when they played impressive, or more than impressive, Cash T side. And can Tempo Storm do anything here? They desperately need this pistol round. Already, David Pete finds the second kill. Lucky's going to be well placed for the third. Tapping away and eventually finds another. Only 2 players remaining. Trying to get themselves back into this site. RPK will be able to find one, but the flank comes in. And in the end... Oh, really? Really? Okay, RPK won't allow that one, but David P gets it instead. Oh, who knew? The best way to take down a tank is to use a knife. 15 to 1. Nice bit of extra cash for David P. He'll go straight for the rifle and has utility alongside it. And, well, the only round that we're going to see other than the pistol fully forced in is another pistol round. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Looks so promising on the first day. Obviously, there are a couple more maps potentially to be played, but, well, Tempo Storm need to reset very, very quickly indeed. It is going to be the push on towards this A site. 3D Max wanting to end this one nice and quick. However, Fox will be able to find one. Actually, a second kill coming in. The CZ proving to be their weapon of choice here. They do still have the rifle, and the rotation coming in from Jax as well. Already finds one. Has some utility to force out HS as well, which is going to make things difficult. And he's actually going to burn down. Already back into a 3 versus 3. It's Deagles galore. Another kill coming back as it's gone from a 5 versus 3 to a 3v2. Happy and innocent. Going to desperately try and hold on here. Don't actually have a kit on the CT side. So they do just have to get somebody on that defusal. Jax well placed to deny the first. And then, well, Innocent's going to go down as well. The question is, do they actually have time? It's going to be very close indeed, and he just about gets it. 16 to 1. Tempo Storm get absolutely obliterated in the first map. And all I'm going to say, ladies and gentlemen, is we'll be back after the break. And let's just hope Tempo Storm can start this off like they already had a map deficit, because they may as well not have played that one.
Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles, deposit with convenient payment options, cool mini games, and 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.